Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing the tips that I use to plan our Disney trip on a budget. And the day I posted about this on Snapchat and Instagram, I got so many requests to do this video. So here I am doing this video for you guys. I love sharing budgeting tips and money saving tips, anything like that. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and there will be more to come. So first thing first, you need to decide when you want to go to Disney. We decided that we wanted to take our son for his birthday, and we're actually going a little bit before his birthday, but we're going in the beginning of May. So during that time, it's not really a busy time. So Disney World is always busy. On average, they have about 50,000 guests per day, and that's very crazy. But just know in the summer times and during holiday times and stuff like that, that number, it definitely goes up from there. So we're actually going at a time that's considered non-busy. It's like a non-peak time because all the children are still in school, and that's what works best for our time frame. Also keep in mind that Disney World is the #1 theme park in the US, and we're talking about Disney World in Orlando, Florida. So that's just tip number one. Decide when you want to go. If you want to go at a non-busy time or a busy time. Just know whenever you go, there's still going to be a crowd of people, okay? Number two, look for specials. And you can do this by going on Disney's website, or you can Google like Disney World specials, something like that. And this also kind of applies to Disneyland as well in California. So specifically, I'm going to just kind of talk about Disney World since that's where we're going this year. So for Disney World, we are actually going with a Kinder Moon special, and that came with tickets for 2 adults and 1 child, and it was basically your hotel stay for 3 nights and then your park tickets for 2 days. So that's enough Disney for us, especially with it being my son's first time going. He's only 3 years old, so a two-day time frame, that's good enough for us, and we're just definitely going to make that work. Also, we're staying in a value resort, and that's another way to save money. Disney, they have them priced like value, I think moderate and mid, stuff like that. I just kind of looked at the value one. So we're really not picky people when it comes to hotels. As long as the hotel is clean and you're in a safe room and all that kind of stuff, that's all we worry about. So we are staying in a value resort at the Disney All Stars movie resort. That's where we're staying. So that was tip number 2, to definitely look on Disney's websites for any specials that they have going on during the time frame that you are looking at going. Also, they run a special where they do like their free dining package, and I'm going to talk about dining packages in a little bit. So for some people, that might even be like the deal breaker. You know, that might be like, yes, we need to go ahead and book the trip during this time. Different things like that. Just definitely check out their website and see what specials work for you. Number 3, research. Disney World is literally not the type of vacation that you just want to wake up one day and say, we're going to Disney World, and you don't research, because guarantee you will miss out on some stuff, or you just won't get the most of your trip. With researching, there's so many different things you can do with this. One thing that I like to do is I like to join Facebook groups of different things that I'm interested in. So I actually joined a Facebook group called Disney World Junkies, and there's over like 100,000 members in that group. People share all kind of tips and tricks, all kind of like little gems that you just would not know if you kind of weren't in that group. And just people that are so into Disney knowledge and stuff like that. They're in the group. Everyone's so nice and willing to help you. Another thing is, looking on Pinterest. I have a whole Pinterest board for Disney stuff. And then also just Google, and then Disney's website. And YouTube. I mean, there's so many resources to plan your trip and make the most of your Disney World trip. Y'all know how Disney World, they have the different like character dinings and stuff like that. Personally, we're not gonna do any of those just because, my son likes Disney, but he's not into Disney like so much. So we're actually not gonna do any of the character dinings. But for example, if you and your family wanted to do a character dining, for people who are staying on Disney World property, you are able to look to book your character dinings 180 days in advance. So for example, if you wanted to go eat at, the Princess Castle and stuff like that, then you should book your dining as soon as possible, as soon as it opens on that 180th day out, because otherwise you will not be dining at that place. So little things like that, which is why I say definitely take your time and research Disney World. Another thing is your fast passes. When you get your tickets, you're able to book 3 fast passes per person per day. And not everyone has to book the same fast passes. So and I think fast pass reservations start 60 days out. So when I booked our trip, we were actually about 50 were just under 60 days. We're about 58 days out, and I was able to go online and book our fast passes, and we got good times. Now, if I would have waited and tried to book it now, we probably wouldn't have gotten the best time. So little things like that, which is why I say research, research, research. You have to research a Disney World trip. Another thing is like for the dining plan. I went ahead and booked it for our family this year because when I go on vacation, I don't want to think about like having to pay for food and stuff like that once you're in the parks and stuff, because we all know Disney and all these parks, their food is very expensive. So I wanted to go ahead and just do a dining plan. That way we're not thinking about it. It's something that's already been paid for. And the one that we went with was just the basic one. We did the Disney dining plan, and that one includes 2 meals per person per night that you stay. It's kind of confusing. And then also 2 snacks per person. So basically in total, all 3 of us, and we're staying for 3 nights, we have a total of 18 meals and 18 snacks. That's enough for us, honestly. So that worked out perfect. Also, so for some families, the dining might not be a good choice because the bigger your family and stuff like that. I know, like, I think at 10 years old, I think around 10 or 12, I think one of those ages, they actually charge your kid for an adult dining price instead of like the kids dining price if you do the Disney dining plan. So little things like that, with larger families, it might add up. I know I've read in the groups where some people, their dining plan, of course, depending on how long you're there and how many people are in your family, their dining plan might be, over $1,000. And truth be told, you might not even spend $1,000 in food at the park. So you just kind of have to research it. And one thing you can definitely do is download the Disney World app. Okay, so it's the My Disney Experience app. You can download that app and you can look at menus in there. Like, that app is life. Like, it has everything. I'm even gonna have Emmanuel put it on his phone because for the park, we're definitely gonna need it. You can keep track of your fast passes in there. It shows your reservation, like your hotel, what time you check in, when you need to check out. Yeah, you can see your fast passes. You can see current wait times. So what I've been kind of doing sometimes randomly throughout the day, I'll go and kind of look. And of course, I mean, it's for today and we're going in May, but I'll just kind of see, what kind of rides and attractions have like big wait times and stuff like that. So it's a really good app. So another thing you can look into with the research aspect is to look at the menus and kind of look at different places throughout Disney, throughout the different parks, at Disney Springs, at your resort and stuff like that, and see how much stuff costs, and what your family likes to eat. So just kind of go through, see what something will cost, add it up, and then you can compare it and see if the Disney dining plan is worth it. For us, I believe the Disney dining plan was about a $338 difference. And like I said, we went ahead and did it for this trip just because I didn't want to think about paying for food and stuff like that. And plus you get a little cute refillable mug that you use at the resorts. So I figured that's one, like a souvenir that we get to bring home. The next tip is to fly with Spirit Airlines. I know Spirit Airlines has a very bad reputation. I've personally flown Spirit Airlines 2 or 3 times, and it's an airplane. I mean, it's not like, I don't get on the airplane looking for luxury unless I did, book a first class ticket, which I ain't got coins for that. So, I mean, your plane ride will take you from point A to point B. That's all that matters. If the snacks are such a big concern, just bring something from home. If I'm going to save over $100 to $200 to fly on a plane that's not gonna give me snacks, I'm all for it. Why would I spend an extra $100 or $200 just to be able to get, snacks, which airplane, it's not like they're giving me a gourmet meal. So like I said, you fly Spirit, see it for your own way. Just research Spirit. Don't, definitely if picking your seat is something that you care about, do it at the time of your booking if you're booking it online. Also pay for your bags at the time of your booking if you book it online. Little things like that, that's why people get pissed at Spirit, and that's why people feel like, oh my god, it's such a ripoff. No, I mean, they tell you these things up front. You're literally buying your ticket just to get from point A to point B, which is the point of an airplane anyway. The one big thing to save money on Spirit is to go to the airport and personally buy your ticket at the ticket counter, at the Spirit ticket counter. I don't live too far from the airport. I live about literally 15 minutes. It's $3 to go park. I literally go inside. I've done this twice already and buy my ticket at the counter. Spirit charges a passenger usage fee. For DFW, it's $17.99 per person per way. Let's do the math here. That saved my family of 3 $107 for me to drive to the airport and book our ticket at the ticket counter. That's a no-brainer. So for us three, our round trip ticket, 1 child and 2 adults, the total was $248 and a few change. So basically $250 to fly to Orlando, Florida, Monday through Thursday, and even, you know, other, like even weekend dates were about the same price. That's perfect for me. Another way to save money on Spirit is to go ahead and invest in the free personal size luggage. That is my biggest tip. That's my second biggest tip with Spirit. I would definitely go ahead, make it an investment, because if you're going to constantly fly Spirit, you will use this luggage for like the rest of the time you'll be flying on Spirit. For example, we're taking 2 trips on Spirit in May, so that 1 luggage that I bought, I'll use it for both trips. Perfect. For Spirit, they're actually changing their luggage size as of April 4th, I believe, something around that date. And their luggage size is a personal, the one that's personal and free that you get to bring on the plane with you and you do not pay anything extra for it, is a 18 by 14 by 8. That's a pretty decent sized bag, especially if you're going somewhere for, you know, a few days, less than, you know, about a week, a little less, like a week or less probably. I know some people can, you know, are extreme minimalists and can pack, you know, 10 days worth of clothes in a luggage size that small. I've looked at so many videos on YouTube about it, and it can be done. Literally minimalize your life and you will be good on Spirit Airlines. I already have my luggage, and then I have my son's luggage, and I'm still just trying to find my husband's luggage. And then I'll do a whole video on packing with Spirit in the within the free personal size item that you're given. And the last tip that I have for Disney is to pay for your trip with Disney gift cards. And I know you can buy Disney gift card, like discounted Disney gift cards at Sam's. It's a little bit cheaper. I did this the first time when we went to Disneyland 2 years ago. And then you can also get them at Target. So with Target, you can save 5% when you use your red card. You know, you save 5% on all your purchases with Target. So I just use my Target debit card, my Target red debit card, and for every $100 that you buy in gift cards, and it's not just Disney gift cards, in any gift cards, you save $5. It's not a whole lot, but a savings is a savings. So we're so our Disney trip is around about $1,300, a little over $1,300, and I'm going to buy, I've already bought 3, and I just need to buy 10 more Disney gift cards. And buying those 13 Disney gift cards at Target, that saved $65. $65, girl, that's you know, that's a full set and a pedicure. That's the luggage that you need, you know, to buy for your free personal size. $65, that's a couple of nice souvenirs for your child at Disney. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Why not? I mean, and then you just go online and pay with the gift cards and you're good to go. So that's literally a no-brainer way to save a little bit of extra money. So that brings okay, so doing all of these things that I mentioned brings our grand total for all 3 of us, and we're going to Disney. We'll be in Florida for 4 days, but we're only going to the actual parks for 2 days. Our total is $1,500. It was $1,508, and I find that to be pretty good. Like, Disney can cost upwards thousands of dollars, especially when you have bigger families and it's in how many days that you're going. So to me, that's a really good deal. If you have any Disney tips and anything like that, money saving tips, vacation saving tips, leave them down below. I love to find out new tips and everything like that. So that's everything for this video. Like I said, I'll be doing that packing video, and if I think of any more tips, I'll be sure to share those with you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks for watching. So if you want to watch more YouTube